From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Bills had 7-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On second and 12, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Gets around him, and he's got room. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. They can't hang with us.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Slot man moves right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man, I got you, man, I got you. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run. Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing is Allen on third. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing now is Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Bills!
James Cook.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9 now.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 19 yards away.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's got room down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Diggs in motion left. Allen going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Diggs in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Down to lose 1. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
We're down to the 41.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finding Samuel. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. It's Olave. And he'll be brought down. Still a yard or two short even of the first down. So things looking bleak here. They've got to convert on 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.